Hey folks, this is Bailey from Dank Wargaming, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Dark Angels Chaplain with Jump Pack. Let's get to it. Alright folks, before we get started, I just want to go over all the pieces that I've acquired to make this model. From the Vanguard Veterans set, the regular Space Marine set, I have the Jump Pack. From the Dark Angels Veterans box, I have the body, the weapon, this back bit I'm going to use to make the Croisius, the gun belt, and a few other accessories, including a really cool shoulder pad. From a sort of a regular Space Marine box, I also have this cool skull adornment and the Terminator Honor shoulder pad. And then the last piece here is a Primaris Reaver head that I'm going to use for the helmet. Alright folks, the first thing I like to always do on a Marine model is build the body. So everything's already been pre-filed, it's just good to go in terms of gluing it together. So I'm going to take some Citadel plastic glue. I really like this stuff when working with plastic models. I've really become a believer in it. I'm just going to apply some here to the little holes where I'm going to end up having the bits from the back here fit right in, and then along the edges on the outside. I'm just going to push this in just like that. Check for gaps. Make sure it stays smooth. I should have here with a pretty solid body. Then the next piece I want to work on is the jump pack itself. So again, I just want to look at the outside edges to make sure I know where I want to go with those. With the glue, sort of match up where these unadorned flat spaces are. That shows you where you want glue to be. Then I'm going to put the backpack bit on, line up the teeth pieces here with a little bit where they're supposed to go. Just push it together. Be careful, I got a little bit of glue on my fingers. I want to make sure I don't spread glue everywhere, because this plastic glue, it will melt. That's the way it works. It melts the plastic, and it might take off nice detail that you want to keep. If you have some on your fingers, you end up wiping it in a place you don't want it to be. Now, I'm going to put the backpack on here. I'm just dry fitting it first. It's always important. I want to put this on next because one of the things when dealing with jump packs that you have to worry about are whether or not the shoulder pads will fit up underneath the jump pack. So I want to make sure that that works properly. So looks like that will fit there. Put some glue in that little nave bit there. Get it out on the flat surface bit that's going to go up against the knob in the flat part of the backpack here. I always need to make sure that I line up the back of the neck pad with the jump pack, so that way the jump pack is not off center. I always hate it when my jump pack's off center. Then we'll leave this jump pack bit here and body to dry while I move on to the Croisius. So to do the Croisius, I have this power maw and what is normally used as a back banner piece on a power pack for Dark Angels. So I'm going to have to clip this off. So I have my Citadel clips here, and I'm going to very carefully remove the top of this off. So I have this piece off here. Ooh, right here. This piece is now off. Set it aside. I'm going to take one of my files and I want to smooth down the top here. It's fairly smooth there. I want to dry fit this on top. So now I need to decide sort of aesthetically before I glue this on here whether or not I want it to face out away from sort of where the center of the model is going to be, or in towards where the center of focus on the model is going to be, like where the face is. So when you look at it, you pick up the model and you're looking at where the center of focus is, the face, the chest. All right, do you want to also see the weapon or not? And I think I do. I want everyone to see all the detail all at once, just so they are impressed by it. I think that's the key. So we'll just leave that to set and dry for a moment. And we can go back to the body at this point. So here we have this. I don't like doing the head right away. I like doing head sort of last. So next I want to work on the shoulder, the arm that is pointing away from the Croisius. So what I'm going to do to make sure this fits right, due to a dry fit I just did, I need to make sure that the shoulder pad actually goes on the arm first. Sometimes it's important to do that before you glue things together. So I'm going to put the shoulder pad on up under the arm, and then I'm going to put the glue up on the shoulder, and then I'm going to grab my bit here, the shoulder pad. I'm going to get this arm up and flush against the body of my Space Marine here. And so now we have the shoulder pad and arm on the right arm up here. And so now I can worry about some of the other details that I brought that I think will really make this guy feel like a Dark Angel outside of just his robe, because Black Templars also have robes. I want to get some of the Dark Angels iconography on him. So I have his pistol here. It's going to go on the right side, so I'm just going to do a quick dry fit. Get it up in there. That's where I want it to be. So I'm going to take this glue here, apply to the back side of the gun here because that's the contact point. And then I'm going to get this up under this arm and up on his little belt here that you can see his cord belt, and it fits fairly well. The other thing I probably need to worry about next to sort of give this guy the chaplain feel is I want to put this skull, I think it's an iron halo in actuality. I'm going to get it up on top here. Just want to make sure it's flat and flush. I originally thought about using this piece as the end of my Croesus, but I just wasn't big enough, so I decided I'd just use this as like a regular adornment on the chaplain. Oop, don't want to drop him here. Put him right on top there, make sure he is center. So now you can see we have a centered, oop, keep him centered between the two skulls up here on top as well. Center to the shoulder or to the head, and then center to the two skulls on top of the jump pack there, which is very important to me. Have things be flush and center. So now I have this guy here as so. Now I'm going to come back to my Croesus, make sure it feels very tight and strong. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to try and dry fit him on here. Yeah, I'm glad I'm putting this face up because as you can see here, if I'd had it face down, you wouldn't see the little Dark Angels guy at all. He would be facing the ground, so I'm going to keep him like that. Just to stay the same, I'm going to keep going with the shoulder pad on the arm first. And this is just sort of a good idea when dealing with jump packs, because sometimes the jump packs block completely the way you want your shoulder pad to fit onto the arm, and that would be bad. You don't want that. See a little bit here where I'd like to clean up. I always like cleaning up my mold lines before I build my model, because sometimes there are mold lines you just can't get to once the model is fully built. So now I want to put my Croesus arm with the shoulder pad up on my chaplain. So get the glue on there, get the Captain Chaplain here, fit him up in there. Yep, so it's a good idea we did that dry fit and got that shoulder pad up on that arm before. There we go, that's how I want it, because otherwise it would not have fit otherwise up under that jump pack. So I have one more detail before I do the head. I have sort of this sensor bit that I think would look really cool on my guy. So I'm going to make sure I've got the skull on it facing out and apply the glue. And I think I really want this up under the arm on this side. We're going to attach it. Just a little bit of glue right here onto the belt. So it looks like it's flaying out behind him as he jumps in, which is good. Finally, I want to put the head in, so I'm going to apply some glue here to the neck base. I'm going to put my head in there, and then I want to sort of turn his head to the left so he's pointing off, looking in the direction he's pointing at, so people can see where the high priority target is. That's the thing that we want to go beat up and smash. It's over there, and this is our completed Dark Angels Chaplain with a jump pack. So there you have it, folks. That is how you make a Dark Angels Chaplain with jump pack. Now I've taken some sticky tack and puttied him to a 32mm base so you get an idea of what he looks like as a finished product, but I'm pretty satisfied with him. I think he'll be a lot of fun to paint and then play with. Now if you like this video, please like, comment, and share. If you want to know more about Dankless Wargaming, please click the description below. Until next time, I'm Bailey, reminding you that if your lists start to tank, then it's time to get dank.